right to be in living color. And how would you feel knowing prejudice was obsolete and all mankind danced to the exact beat? And at night it was safe to walk down the street in living color. You can do what you wanna do in living color.
All right, guys, so we're here at New York City Winery, and I'm here with some family. This guy calls me last minute Memorial Day. Yo, Todd, what you doing tomorrow? Brother, it's Memorial Day. If you guys don't know this comedian, actor, singer, I'm going to call you a crooner because you're all about that jazz.
I try.
It's my man, Tommy Davidson. Tommy, how you doing, man?
I had to do this, okay, because I always keep my word. He's been blowing up in the media scene. We've known each other for some years now, and he's like, you know, and don't believe him. He's like, you know, when are we going to do something? What are you going to do? You know, when are you going to do an interview with me? When you want to do an interview with me? So it finally came. It was a clear shot. It's at the City Winery. It's going to be beautiful. I said, come on down. They'll let you in, and now we're going to get it done.
And we're doing it right
see
now.
What I mean? So, man of my word?
You are a man of your word.
Okay.
He's so full of shit. He's saying that on
But I try, though.
Tommy, let's get into it. You've been touring for a while now. Cat Williams, congrats on the Heaven on Earth tour.
That was a really good thing.
That was an incredible tour, and that's an elite because he was very selective on who he brought on because he wanted to bring on not only talented people, he wanted people that he considered family, which is dope. You had Little Mo, Lady of Rage opening up. You had Two Man. You have everybody from Mark Curry and the whole nine down, and it was great to meet all you guys there, which I loved it.
We had fun.
And now you're here now.
In the city, finally, man, after a while.
Of course, yeah, but you're going back and forth. You're all over the world. We're all over the country. And you got that beautiful family that travels with you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I spoke to your wife. She says one more show, she's going to divorce your ass.
Let's hope that works out.
You know we're kidding, right?
Better edit that shit.
Yeah, well, you know we're kidding, right? She's going to watch that. But let's talk about something that a lot of people aren't aware of. Okay? I'm going to get into it. This has been in the works for about 5 years. Okay, in production. Martin Lawrence, who's executive producer, creator of this, and obviously there's going to be a spinoff on, I believe, April 2025. BET gave it the green light.
Yeah.
And said Varnell Hill is getting this new spinoff from Martin. When you got that nod, what were your thoughts about that, man?
You know, I was grateful, but I put in the work.
You did.
You know, when something finally happens in this crazy business that I'm in, you know, I get grateful because it just takes so much.
A lot of time.
You know, so it took 7 years to get to that point. And then there's update. We went from BET Plus to Paramount Plus.
I didn't know that.
So we were at Skydance and this whole big conglomerate that just kind of like was a new eclipse, a business eclipse.
Yeah.
The show is good in itself, but it actually went to a better broadcasting situation because we went into 8 million viewers now because of the show. And I haven't had something like that since In Living Color, which was more than that. But it really, to me, the best thing about it is a combination of me and Martin's friendship from when we left D.C. and we went out to L.A. to try to pursue our careers. And we grew together on that and took quite a time for us to hit it and then to come back together and to executive produce a show together.
Yeah.
That just took a long time, and that project started right when it started. The pandemic hit, so we had to wait again. And then he did 2 Bad Boy movies.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean. So I'm like, wait, you know, not waiting, but just really wanting to get that thing on his feet.
Anticipating,
get it on his feet. So finally, it's there. And September here, it's Monday, and I like Mondays because I'm in this one.
I'm loving that.
You know what I mean? I'm in this one.
If Martin was here, and I'm going to ask you this, I would ask him the same thing. When you are from an iconic show like Living Color, Martin, it must have been a very hard try for him to consider a spinoff because we all know that when there are sequels, when there are spinoffs, sometimes they don't go as well as you think, which sometimes puts a damper on the original. This character was actually rated one of the most favorite characters that Martin has brought on because it was kind of like his alter ego in talk show. So you got Varnell Hill, who owned the lake with the best catfish in the world. And then you got...
Catfish is delicious, by the way.
It's very delicious, and you had it named after you.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
And you had your own basketball court, right? Like, what happened to the brothers, man? Why don't you bring no brothers to the basketball court?
Hey, man, because I got my own stuff, man.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
I was just making sure.
I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, did you miss me?
We did.
All right,
we did miss you.
All right, then.
All right, yeah. Oh, you riding like that? Oh, okay, you don't drive, but you got a limo. I got it.
I got a limo. Somebody drives me around.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It must have been hard for him to really be like, let's do it. When you first had that conversation with him to talk, was there animosity whether or not you should do it? Were you both like, you know what? Why not?
Well, we fell into the same idea. You know, we're from the same world, right?
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't my idea. It was Kid from Kid and Play's idea.
Christopher Reed, what's up?
Yeah, man, what's up, boy? Love you. He called me, and we always were mad because at a point there were no black talk show hosts or talk shows really late night anymore. So it took the black talent down that could have been on these shows. Yeah. So Kid called me and said, "Man, I'm tired of seeing all this. You know, I want to see people that are really out there doing things that could be on TV."
Yeah.
He said, "So why don't you call Martin and ask him to do?" It was his idea. He said, "Why don't you do a TV show about a talk show that's a real late night talk show?"
It's smart.
Like Larry Sandler.
Yeah.
And we both were trying to decide if we were going to call him, you know. And finally I said, I call him. And I called him, and he's my friend. I mean, we watched each other. He lived in the same apartment building. You know, we came up together. And I told him about the idea. He said, "Yeah, that's good, man. I like that."
Yeah.
Call my brother. You know, because his brother runs the company. And lo and behold, it happened. And it just goes to show, you know, that Confucius was right, boy. You know, the journey of 1,000 miles does start by a single step.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And you've gained a lot of talent over the years, not just for yourself, but the people that you brought into your house as family. And now I can only imagine how many people would love to be a guest, not only on the show, but on the Varnell show, because you're doing it behind the scenes, what it takes to get to the show. It's comedic, everything. But it's also based on a late night. You know what it reminds me of? It's a new era of this type of show. So Home Improvement was kind of a talk show based around construction. He brought a lot of guests on, but then he showed the life.
That was Tim
Allen.
Yeah.
I watch him all the time, and I'm going to throw it out there. And you're taking it to the next level. And I think it's the perfect timing to show what goes on behind the scenes because of what's happening with late night and daytime now. Because the word phrase late night is kind of a dinosaur because you have to adjust now to social media. Because me and you used to watch Carson. We used to stay up so we could watch him. Now,
it was a golden era. Golden era in TV, boy, that late night.
Yeah, so you can plug all that stuff into that with the amazing guests, whether it's the Wayans or Jim Carrey or a Living Color revival or whatever, but you own it. And that's what I think is going to make this thing last the test of time, not only by the talent, but out of smartness that you guys are putting together. What do you think about that?
It was just, you know, a lot of gratitude, a lot of work, a lot of faith put into that.
Yeah.
You know, when stuff finally comes to fruition, you've already put the work in. There's some things you can't do nothing about. You know, it's like the element of the seed, man. You know, we were just little primates walking around, and we pick apple if we see it.
Yeah.
We didn't know what that seed really did, you know, and once we found out that we could put it in the ground and do all that stuff, we had to move out the way and let whatever that energy was, bring it up. And I use that process with this because you'll go crazy if you don't.
Yeah.
There's something bigger that loves ideas. And once I found out I was an idea person, I fit in with Milton Hershey. I fit in with James Brown. I fit in with the Wright brothers. I fit in because I'm a creative person. So all we can do is create. But there's this whole thing that has to happen before it's passed on.
No, I love it. And it's an original concept. Now, let me ask something from Living Color. Keenan obviously was able to bring together and collect a group of people, and they all became stars on their own accordance, right? Are you going to base this show also to possibly, even though you're going to bring on a lot of celebs, where you might be able to help, like the next, to put them on as your guest for a couple of seconds, just a spot on your show? Because it is based on a talk show host. Even though it's a talk show, it's still a show. Is that one of the values that you're putting into this?
All of us. That's where we came from. We came from TV, all of us. All of us came from watching TV. We love television. We love music. We love commercials. We love music. And that's what it was all about. But this show is that. This show is just like In Living Color. I mean, we would break the new hip-hop acts. We all did sketches together. And the good thing about this is that we have a piece of the 90s that's coming back to now, because I have people doing sketches together.
Yeah,
we've had October London, Yo-Yo, Omarion. Damon was in a sketch with Martin.
Yeah,
you know, we got it's the people that you know, that you see, that you've seen back on TV.
Wow, I love it.
Back on TV, and a lot has changed since streaming.
Yeah,
you know, so we're just lucky to have the show, and it's September 1st. So, you know.
So when's the premiere? It's going to be in LA, or you got to have one here in New York? What's going on?
I don't know.
Because I'm saying New York, even though LA, you got to show LA love. I got a lot of friends in LA. New York is like the hometown of a lot of your friends and comedians growing up here. And let me tell you something. New York is a huge fan of yours, especially Living Color, especially Strictly Business.
I'll take that.
And if you did a red carpet here, just to premiere a screening in a movie theater, there's a couple of reasons. One, I think New York deserves it because we love you. We really do. I love you. You're family to me, right? So we look alike. You know, he the better looking one.
I know, man. Don't we?
Why did you lie? I'm a better looking one.
I mean, I'm getting gray hair, but anyway, go ahead.
Okay, anyway. But in a theater, and the reason why I'm always bringing it up all the time, I know movie theaters and movies do red carpets. I want to see more TV shows do red carpets. Give them the opportunity to let the fans see them. Get the limelight and be able to see the first screening, do the after party.
I know, but you know, it's
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know, you know, and we all want that.
I'm throwing that out.
That we all want that know about that, but it's becoming a synthetic. Entertainment is becoming a synthetic reality, really.
That's true.
You know, we wish we could touch everybody with it and all that stuff, but hey, man, change is happening. You know, social media's here. Artificial intelligence is here.
Yeah.
Really, really greedy billionaires are here. You know, that'll make a big difference.
They've always been
you know what I mean? That'll make a big difference. But like my mother says, the people united will never be defeated. So talent is always going to be here.
Yeah.
The love of each other is always going to be here. I owe New York my career because my first movie was Strictly Business here.
That's right. Halle Berry.
Yeah, Halle Berry. But here's the setup. Andre Harrell wanted Martin to star in that movie, right?
Okay.
I don't think Martin was available. Whatever happened, I got it, right? So Puffy was my assistant on the movie. Russell Simmons, Andre Harrell, the names. Heavy D.
Yeah.
You know, it was a golden time in New York where hip hop was at its finest. You know, and so here I do a movie. I star with Samuel Jackson and Halle Berry. You know, for my first movie.
Yeah.
You know, but the thing that I was most proud about that movie was I picked that movie for a reason. I saw a movie since I was 4 years old.
Yeah.
Right? I was taking my Academy Award when I was 6 in my backyard with my friends, you know. And I always saw these fantasies happening. You know, and I didn't see a lot of fantasies happening for black folks. You know what I mean? So between Space Odyssey and Star Wars and all this stuff, and Natural Born, you know, or The Saint or 007, The Agent, you know.
Yeah.
I picked this script to be my first movie because we needed one too.
Yeah, you did.
So I was a hero from Harlem who lived in the projects, who came down and interned, was in the mailroom down at a huge corporation that did investments, right? I was in the OJT program, the work program down there, but I hooked the investors up in Harlem with the brother from Harvard. Fantasy, yes, but it became a reality. Every CEO I run into, every black entrepreneur that I run into, they say, man, I watched that movie and saw that it was a possibility.
It was a great possibility.
You know what I mean?
And it was a kick-ass film.
And so to have that with me was the most important thing. And then when I was a kid, I'd come up here to see my cousins because I love New York.
Yeah.
When I was young. So I come up in the Greyhound when I was 9, up until I was, could drive.
And now you're here with all your family.
Yeah, and that's, I got to experience the New York City of the 70s. 42nd Street, Puerto Ricans playing handball, kids everywhere, and it's different, but that's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. Things change. I'm sure that people with horses, when they saw the first car, they said, that can't even go up a hill. You know what I mean? And now cars are named after the horsepower.
Yeah.
We got to accept what it is. And that's how change happens.
Well, you know what? We're loving the change. We're loving your career. We're loving where you are right now. Mm-hmm. And I know you're about to go on stage right now for the
second time. They called me! No, just kidding.
No. For the second time now. Relax, man.
Okay.
Chill.
Okay.
Oh, my God. Kids, don't take your blue pill. Don't take that blue pill before you go on stage. It gets you excited too young.
Did I have one of those?
If you guys don't know, from Harlem to Hollywood to the Varnell Show, BET Plus in September, co-executive producer Martin. Brother, we are happy for you. We're excited for the show. And it's about time some originality. A new talk show host comes out of the limelight, and ain't nobody better than my man Tommy Davidson.
And we're doing it right in New York City, the city that everybody wants to be.
Yeah.
I've been around the world since, and everybody, Paris wants to be New York, London wants to, I don't care what nobody says, Beijing wants to be, everybody wants to be New York. New York's New York.
Yeah.
Okay? And I love New York.
And I love New York too. And guys, this is my man Tommy Davidson. We both love New York. And like I always say at the end of the day, if you're not living a passionate life, then whose life are you living? Take care, guys. I'll see you soon.
And it's the Big Apple, babe. Not like the Big Marble.
FaceTime with Todd Wharton is proudly sponsored by Fix Your Fungal Nail by Fix Your Feet Products, formulated by podiatric surgeon Dr. Yolanda Ragland to clear nails of fungal infection. For more information, go to fixyourfeetproducts.com. And by Sharp Lens Photography, capturing excellence since 2011. For more information, go to sharplensnyc.com.